I'll be joined now by Azeez Lawal, the Managing Director of TrustBanc Capital Management Limited. Thank you very much for joining us, Azeez.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, Azeez, talking about the performance in the capital market this month, how will you describe these performance, especially when it comes to investors?
Yeah. So the performance of the market has been positive. We've seen the market sustain the rally that started from January. Particularly, what has driven the market this month has been positive performance releases. We have seen the likes of United Capital, Presco, and a couple of other banks release very interesting results. Also, consumer goods companies, particularly Unilever. So, largely, the performance that we have seen this month and the activities levels we have seen has largely been driven by positive earnings results. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Azeez. Now, what would you say are your expectations for this week, and what investment insights would you give us and the audience?
Yeah, for the week, particularly for the month we end today, we expect today's trades to close very strong. But in the coming days, anticipation of corporate actions and announcements, particularly around dividend paying stocks, we expect to drive the market this week, because insights on corporate actions will begin to filter into the market this week. Now, as for insights, I mean, we've been saying this in the last 3 weeks now. If you can reach out to your brokers to talk to them about buying the shares of Presco, Unilever, and I mean, we also mentioned United Capital at some point, but United Capital now is out of reach. But those are stocks that you should talk to your brokers about and for possible guidance on if you should go into them. Thank you.
Azeez, still talking about projections, what should we look out for in the fixed income market for this week?
Yeah, and I mean, since the turn of the year, we've seen increased activities in the fixed income market as a result of liquidity surge in the markets. But we have seen that dry down in the last 2 weeks now. We expect that market to remain calm this week. Majority of the interest we're going to see in that market this week are going to be around mid tenor and short tenor securities, particularly the 2030s and most likely between 2020 and 2026 as well. So we expect that market to be calm this week, and whatever activity is going to be recorded will most likely be between short tenor maturities and mid tenor maturities. Thank you.
All right, Azeez, before we let you go, another important question on everybody's mind is the ongoing war in Eastern Europe going to have any impact on Nigeria's capital market?
It's too early to tell, actually. But for now, specifically, we want to talk about the capital market, the equity market. For now, I mean, we are not going to see the impact because presently, majority of those playing in that market now are local players, not foreign investors. So, I mean, and as far as local investors are concerned, for now, not really. It doesn't have any impact on the market. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us, Azeez Lawal. Always a pleasure having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thank you.